Welcome to 50 Cents of Advice, dropping dimes of wisdom, one 50 cent at a time. If you're Gen X and you just saw 86% are falling behind in that title, here's the reality check nobody wants to give us. That statistic isn't some clickbait fear tactic. It's from brand new research that should make us sit up straighter than we did when we heard the opening riff to Sweet Child of Mine. I'm Eli Pennywise, and I'm here to cut through the financial BS that nobody else wants to tell you, especially when it comes to the stuff that actually matters for folks like us. And before this video ends, I'm going to show you exactly why we got dealt the worst financial hand in American history. But, more importantly, the 3 moves we can make this week that could mean the difference between eating cat food and actual food in retirement. We're going to unpack why we're the forgotten retirement generation and reveal the one government loophole that 73% of us don't know about. I'll give you a reality check calculator that takes 5 minutes but could save our entire retirement. The sandwich generation squeeze. Let's start with the brutal truth that nobody talks about at our high school reunions. New research from Northwestern Mutual shows that only 14% of Gen Xers believe they've saved enough for retirement. That means 86% of us are looking at our 401k balance with the same expression we had when Blockbuster told us our VHS copy of Top Gun was 3 days late. But here's why this isn't our fault. We got handed the worst financial deal in American history. Remember when our parents could retire with a pension that paid them for the rest of their lives? Yeah, well, we showed up to the workforce just as companies were switching that out for, hey, figure it out yourself with this 401k thing. It's like showing up to a party and finding out they switched from an open bar to BYOB, except the party is our entire retirement. We're what financial experts call the sandwich generation, squeezed between putting kids through college that costs more than our first house, while also helping aging parents who are living longer than anyone planned for. It's like playing financial Tetris where every piece is shaped wrong and the speed keeps increasing. Remember making mixtapes with that pencil trick when the tape got tangled? Well, our retirement planning feels just as jury-rigged. Except instead of fixing our Sony Walkman, we're trying to fix 30 years of policy changes that nobody prepared us for. The 401k experiment gone wrong. Here's what really happened. Gen X became the guinea pigs for the great 401k experiment. The Dunham research shows the median Gen X household has saved just $40,000 for retirement. That's not even enough to buy a decent car these days, let alone fund 20+ years of not working. When the 401k first rolled out, they were bare bones. No automatic enrollment, no target date funds, no company matching for many of you. You were essentially handed a Tang packet and told to figure out how to make orange juice. Except the orange juice is your entire financial future. Remember when that orange powder was supposed to be as good as real orange juice because the astronauts drank it? That's basically what happened with 401k. Here's this Tang-flavored retirement plan. It's what the smart money people use. And then life happened. The dot-com crash hit right when many of us were hitting our earnings stride. The 2008 financial crisis wiped out gains just when we should have been building serious wealth. Meanwhile, our parents are living longer, our kids need help with student loans, and housing costs have skyrocketed, much like Madonna's shoulder pads in the 80s. The Social Security fear factor. Now here's where it gets really fun. The latest data shows 43% of Gen Xers plan to claim Social Security early because we're terrified the program will run out of money. Compare that to only 24% of boomers who feel that way. This reminds me of something. Remember when Crystal Pepsi came out and everyone was like, this is clearly not right, but maybe it's the future? That's how we feel about Social Security. We can see through it, we know something's wrong, but we're not sure what else to drink. Crystal Pepsi was supposed to be the clear choice for a new generation, but it disappeared faster than our pension plan. Now we're looking at Social Security thinking, is this going to vanish too? The Schroeder study found that Gen X believes we need $1,069,746 to retire comfortably, but we expect to have only $602,944 saved. That's a shortfall of $466,802, bigger than what millennials or boomers are facing. And more than half of us are worried about outliving our assets. The independence trap. Here's the kicker, and this might sting as much as wearing acid-wash jeans to a board meeting. Nearly 48% of Gen Xers haven't done any retirement planning. You know why? Because we're the latchkey generation. We learned to fend for ourselves early, and we've carried that "I'll figure it out" mentality into our finances. Those acid-wash jeans looked great at the mall in 1987, but they won't cut it in the boardroom today. The same applies to our DIY approach to retirement planning. Only 27% of us work with a financial advisor. Meanwhile, 37% of boomers have professional help. We're trying to fix our retirement, just as we're still using a pencil to wind up a cassette tape, when what we need is to upgrade to the financial equivalent of a CD player. The catch-up window. But here's the thing, and this is where I stop being the bearer of bad news and start being our financial wingman. It's not too late. The oldest of us is just turning 60 this year. We still have time to turn this around, but we need to move as if we're racing to get to the good rides at Six Flags before the lines get too long. I've put together something I call the catch-up calculator, your 5-minute reality check to see if you can still retire like a boomer. This isn't some generic retirement calculator that spits out scary numbers. This is specifically designed for us. It factors in our unique challenges and shows you exactly how much you need to save monthly based on your current age and situation. But here's the kicker. It also includes the Rule of 55 loophole that 73% of us don't know about. This little-known rule could let you access your 401k money penalty-free before age 59 and a half, if you play your cards right. Additionally, I've identified 3 money leaks that are likely costing you $400 to $800 per month without you even realizing it. Remember when we had to get to Six Flags early to avoid the lines? Our retirement catch-up strategy needs that same urgency. The good news is that the Schwarzkopf looping coaster of our finances can still be thrilling, rather than terrifying. The 3 moves that matter. Here are the 3 moves we need to make this week. Move 1. If you're 50 or older, you can contribute an extra $7,500 to your 401k annually. That's the catch-up contribution. Max that out if you can. Move 2. Stop holding 35% of our retirement savings in cash. I get it. The stock market feels about as trustworthy as a Yugo on the highway, but inflation is eating our cash alive faster than Pac-Man ate those dots. Speaking of Yugos, we wouldn't trust one of those to get us across town, so why are we trusting cash to get us across retirement? Move 3. Get professional help. Our DIY approach worked great for mixtapes, but retirement planning is more complex than recording Don't Stop Believin' off the radio. The bottom line, remember the Alka-Seltzer jingle? Plop plop fizz fizz, oh what a relief it is. That's what it feels like when you finally get a real retirement plan in place. The headache of uncertainty dissolves, and you can actually sleep at night. And just like Folgers promised us that the best part of waking up was their coffee in our cup, the best part of growing up is finally taking control of our financial future instead of hoping it all works out. The data is clear. We got dealt a tough hand, but we're not out of the game. We need to stop playing by the old rules and start playing to win. If something in this video made you go, oh crap, you're not alone. Hit subscribe. I'll keep dropping these reality checks every week because apparently nobody else is going to tell us this stuff. And leave a comment if you've got a money hack that actually works. This isn't a solo mission. Grab that catch-up calculator right now. The link's in the description. Most Gen Xers are one calculation away from either panic or relief. Find out which one you are in under 5 minutes. I'm Eli Pennywise, and that's your 50 cents of advice. Keep the change.